Hi, I just want to speak a little bit on domestic violence. I'm going to say 95% of it are men abusing women. There's a small percentage where the women is doing abusing. And then the poor children, both parents, or what, they just, they have no defense at all. When I was a child, my dad beat my mom. I grew up hating him. It was until he left when I was able to accept him as a father and a person. And to me, that was the best day of my life. He never abused us, but he would come in drunk and take it out on my mama. I've been married 31 years. In all my 31 years, not once have my husband beat me, abused me, or he never hurt me, nor the children. They grew up in a safe, loving environment, as every family should have that privilege. And um, why men abuse women, I don't know. Um, I know people get married hoping to have a beautiful life together, and somewhere down the line, the relationship takes a turn for the worse. Um, what are men lacking to make them want to abuse a woman? I mean, it's narcissistic, it's bullying, and what are they feeling to make them feel good about beating someone, hurting someone, and they can't do nothing back to them? Is it low self-esteem, lack of confidence? I really want to know. I'm asking, bottom line. Because true love does not abuse anyone. And one thing I think women ought to ask themselves is whose life is more important, yours or his? When he's the one who's beating and abusing you, and who knows, maybe one day you won't be here. So, whose life is more worthy, yours or his? It's something to think about. And it could be a lack of discipline, getting his feelings hurt because you said something to him and he can't take it like a man. And then he turns around and kick your butt for it, you know, but he can abuse you all he wants to. It's not worth it. I feel sorry for women and children that have to go through that. Um, I wish every woman could have been fortunate as I was to have the kind of man I had. And I hate to see domestic abuse. I really do. And then there's moms also who are narcissistic and abusive toward their children. And it's no difference between them and a man doing it. And once the abuse is done, they might go out. Moms might buy them some ice cream or something, buy them a toy. Like that makes everything okay. Man, go out buy some jewelry or chocolates or roses. That doesn't make it okay at all because the violence is not going nowhere. And so by them doing things, instead of coming out saying, I'm sorry, I will work on changing that, I'm going to do it anymore, rather than to face the demons within themselves to make them face it and then fight it, they'd rather beat you again, abuse you again, and just go out and do something nice for you. And long as you accept that, they're going to keep on doing it. And your life has meaning. You know, um, OJ's made a song, Family Reunion. And in it, he says, if the father is leading in the right direction, the son is definitely going to be all right growing up and everything. And, that the man's role is not showing dominance and meanness or anything like that, but showing love and kindness. And if he shows that love and kindness and protection and support for his family, taking care of them, he can't, he has no, they have no choice but to give it in return. He would have all the love in the world he needs instead of having his family and children living in fear of him, hating to see him come through the door. I'm quite sure not going to let it be known. For women, sometimes men are abusive just because they want to be, but if it's something you can do to halt it, spare yourself. Um, you should consider the situation, what triggers it, and work on changing, making the changes you need to make your site. Men, please try to control yourself for those who are violent. And women, if it's something you can do, then you should do it. You know the situation, you know the points and everything, and you can help a lot of times by avoiding those situations, even though you can be totally innocent, maybe not so innocent, whatever, but you have a choice. You can do better. And if you feel your life is in danger, you should reach out for help. It's easier to do it nowadays than it was years ago.